It was supposed to be a routine race in Las Vegas, but it quickly became a terrifying ordeal that stunned everyone. Hailie Deegan, one of NASCAR's brightest young talents, made a shocking decision that put herself and others in harm's way. Her actions exposed a concerning mindset that should cause concern in the racing world. What could that be? On March the 5th, 2023, Hailie Deegan startled the racing world with a daring maneuver at a Las Vegas NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race. Deegan, who was running in 7th place, decided to attempt a daring move to make up some distance with only a few laps remaining in the race. She drove onto the track's apron to pass multiple vehicles at once, which is generally discouraged due to the higher possibility of losing control and having an accident. The subsequent events were a nightmare. As a result of Deegan's vehicle spinning out of control and slamming into the path of several other motorists, there was a significant pileup that damaged multiple trucks and left some drivers unsteady. Miraculously, no one was seriously injured, but the incident impacted the racing community. In addition to being careless, Deegan's behavior revealed a risky mindset that is inappropriate for racing. She made the irresponsible decision to gamble instead of taking the safe route and accepting her current circumstance, which could have had disastrous results. Not only is this action reckless, but it might also be fatal. The incident led to a red flag and a protracted delay while the track was cleaned up. Deegan's actions in Las Vegas weren't merely a fleeting error in judgment. Instead, they were a sign of a longer-term pattern of behavior. This incident was only the most recent instance of her being an aggressive driver who takes excessive risks. The recent actions of Hailie Deegan in Las Vegas are not the unique instance. Instead, it fits into a broader trend of unpleasant behavior that has dogged her racing career. In 2020, Deegan faced backlash after using a racial slur during an iRacing event. She eventually expressed regret and admitted the damage her remarks had caused, but the episode questioned her maturity and judgment. Moreover, Deegan has been a part of on-track incidents that have gotten her in trouble with other drivers and authorities. In a 2018 race, she purposefully spun a rival as payback for earlier contacts. This conduct earned a penalty and spurred a discussion over what constitutes an appropriate response in racing. Additionally, Deegan has faced scrutiny for her social media presence. She has been criticized for posts that some consider insensitive or inappropriate. For example, in 2019, she posted a video mocking a Japanese accent. The video was later deleted, but not before it drew criticism from some in the racing community. Deegan's history of controversial behavior raises questions about her ability to handle the pressure and scrutiny that comes with being a professional athlete. While some may argue that she is a young driver still learning and growing, others may view her actions as indicative of a deeper character flaw. Deegan has a reputation for being a risk-taker and having an aggressive driving style. Yet, there is a thin line between being forceful and careless, and some think Deegan may be straying across it too frequently. Deegan's career could only improve if she learned to control her aggressiveness and make wiser choices on the track. Not only could she endanger herself and others, but she also ran the risk of alienating her followers and rival drivers. Reputation is essential in NASCAR, an extremely competitive sport. It's common for people to view drivers who have a history of reckless behavior or accidents with suspicion and distrust. Once that perception has been established, it can be challenging to change. Tragically, her recent activities weren't unnoticed, which could affect her future employment prospects. It may be challenging for her to establish herself in the sport due to her aggressive driving style and propensity for dangerous maneuvers. Sponsors, essential to a driver's career, could be wary of working with someone with a bad reputation. The way Deegan acts may hinder her career advancement in NASCAR. She succeeded in the sport's lesser levels but has yet to prove herself at the top. Her actions in Las Vegas could be a significant setback in her efforts to establish herself as a top-tier driver in the sport. In addition to speed and talent, racing also requires a certain mindset. The way a driver views the sport and their rivals can have a big impact on how successful they are. Long-term success in the sport requires a positive attitude, marked by respect for other drivers and a willingness to learn and develop. Arrogance and disdain for others are a sign of a destructive mindset, which can obstruct achievement and harm one's reputation. The attitude raised concern Hailie Deegan displayed during her Vegas performance. She displayed a degree of aggression on the track that is usual in the sport, but can also be risky and harmful. Deegan is still a young driver with a lot of potential for development, but if she wants to be successful in the long run, she may need to reconsider how she approaches racing. The mindset of a driver is essential to their performance in any race. A racer's mental and emotional attitude to their sport and their concentration, self-control, and risk-taking make up their mindset. Finding the ideal balance between aggressiveness and prudence is crucial for drivers, because going too far in either direction can result in errors and collisions. Throughout the race in Vegas, Deegan seemed to have a mindset that prioritized attack. She was frequently observed driving aggressively, taking chances, and leaving little room for error. While these strategies occasionally result in quick gains, they can also result in expensive mistakes and accidents. The race was restarted in one of the more egregious occasions of Deegan's belligerent attitude. She attempted to make a daring move inside the group of cars she was trapped inside as soon as the green flag was raised. Deegan's attempt at the move failed, causing her to crash into another vehicle and spin out of control. Due to this collision, Deegan lost her vital track position, and other drivers were at risk of colliding with her. Deegan's strategy for racing may have evolved from her experience in off-road racing, where boldness and taking risks are frequently rewarded. However, this mindset can be a liability in the more structured and competitive world of stock car racing. Drivers who are too focused on aggression and need more on strategy and discipline often need help finding long-term success. What is the young driver's future strategy as Hailie Deegan continues to draw criticism for her attitude on the track? Deegan must, first and foremost, take these issues seriously and seek to modify her strategy for racing. This entails taking a step back and assessing her performance on the track to identify any areas where she may enhance and choose more wisely. It also entails collaborating with her team and mentors to create a winning plan emphasizing tactical and safe racing. Deegan may start to repair her reputation by concentrating on avoiding unnecessary risks and making wise choices. She will gain her fellow drivers and supporters' respect and trust by doing so. Finding strategies to control her competitive drive without losing safety or sportsmanship is another crucial aspect of Deegan's future. This could entail improving her mental toughness, teaching her to manage her emotions under pressure, or adopting a more calculated racing strategy. Ultimately, Hailie Deegan's future will be determined by her capacity to adapt to the demands of the sport and her determination to develop as a driver. She undoubtedly can grow into one of the finest drivers in NASCAR with effort, commitment, and a desire to change. But getting there will take a concentrated effort and a commitment to safe, innovative, and strategic racing. All eyes will be on Hailie Deegan as she pursues improvements in her attitude towards racing and her career as a young driver in NASCAR. She can go far in sports with the appropriate mindset, approach, and commitment. We can only hope that she takes these concerns seriously and makes an effort to adjust to enable her to accomplish her objectives and forge a successful and reputable NASCAR career. If you've reached this far, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you may not miss any future updates. See you in another video. Until then, take care. Do tell us your views in the comments section.